I woke up and there was a question that was on my mind, right? Now, yesterday I was at work and I had just got off this live web seminar and I was taking notes and I was randomly asked a question. Y'all probably like, okay, what's the question? So, somebody randomly asked me, does love hurt? And you know me, I'm over there looking like, what? First of all, what kind of question is that? And why was it randomly asked me? So what I did was, I just stopped. I didn't even rapidly respond to the question. I stopped for about 10 seconds and I thought about it before I spoke. And I was like, love is not supposed to hurt. But I've had love that hurted before. And so she said, stern, real stern, like with a convicting tone. Then that's not love, that's infatuation. Because love is not supposed to hurt. And if it does, that's not love, that's infatuation. And I'm silent because I'm trying to not just be present in the physical, but experience what she is telling me in the spiritual while I'm in front of her physically, if that makes any sense. And she then proceeded to say, a lot of people are not familiar. Oh no, a lot of people are familiar with the word infatuation. A lot of people are familiar with the word love. And then they kind of get the two confused. And then she proceeded to say, so if you have ever been hurt being loved, then you will never love. That's infatuation, and we need to learn to differentiate the two. And it was that very moment I just stopped and I looked at her and I realized that it was always mere infatuation. And I realized I had never been loved before. And before I had left, I thanked her. I said, thank you for that conversation we had, because even though it was limited time, I learned a lot and it was very insightful, because if I would not have ever encountered you today, then that would not have been brought to my attention. And I said that to say that, see, we have to remember that we are human beings, right? In the physical. But we are also in the spiritual as well. And most of the time, we do not regard the spiritual aspect of the human experience that we are living. So my challenge to you today is to be present in the spiritual and not just the physical when you encounter someone today. Because we don't meet people by happenstance. It just doesn't happen, just like life doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? We meet people for one or two lessons. They either are a blessing to us or a lesson to us. And depending on the circumstance, it could be both. So again, my challenge for you today is, when you encounter somebody today, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, it don't really matter. That ain't none of my business. That's on you. Be present in the spiritual.